Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we're making this project, which is a desk calendar, a little stand-up calendar. So from your angle, stand like that. Yep, it's on a little stand made of cardstock so that it will stand freestanding. If I stand it like that, you can see the edge of it. And just decorated with, actually this is new paper from the Botanical Butterfly set, which is a free celebration set if you spend £45. It's a lovely pack of paper, and I've used one of the butterflies from it on there. We've got a new punch in the catalogue, and it actually punches out the butterflies from the paper exactly, so you can use the punch with the paper. I love the way things coordinate like that. It really makes me happy. So I'm going to show you how I made my calendar so that you can make your own. They'd make really nice New Year's gifts if you're going anywhere for New Year's Day. Maybe you could take a little present for your hostess. So let me show you how we made it. Right, we're starting off with a piece of cardstock. This is 10.5 centimetre. I'm going to do it in inches, I think, actually. It's 4 1/8 inches by 11 3/4 inches, which is actually half a sheet of A4 paper if you're in the UK. And then I'm going to bring my scoreboard in, and I am going to score at 4 5/8 of an inch, which is there. 9 1/4 inches, which is there, 10 1/4 inches, and 11 1/4 inches. So we've got 4 score lines on our piece of card, which I'm then going to come in with my bone folder and burnish so that I get nice crisp joins, like so. And this one needs to go the other way so that it's the opposite way around to the others. And then this one goes back again. This is going to make our stand, this little bit at the bottom here. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with a piece of tear and tape. Let's just make sure that's burnished really well so that sits down. Come in with our tear and tape, and piece of tear and tape on there. Off it comes. Just get my tweezers to clip that off. Should be able to do it with your nails, but I prefer to use my tweezers. And then if you hold that, it's down, and then this will just come over and glue straight onto there. And there we are, that's our stand for the calendar. Okay, we're then going to come in with a piece of designer paper. I'm using the new Gingham Gala. Or Gingham Gala, as they kept calling it on stage, the Americans. Okay, and that's going to go there. So a little bit of Tombow glue on there to glue that down, like so. Oh, and the designer paper measures 3 7/8 by 4 1/4. So 3 7/8 across and 4 1/4 down. It's just a little bit smaller than the actual panel there. I'm then going to come in with a piece of cardstock and mount our calendar on it. It will depend what size your calendar is, but this, for me, this is 7, oh no, let's do it in inches, 3 inches by 2 inches. So it will depend on what size your calendar is. So you just want 1/2 centimetre or 1/4 inch bigger than your calendar. So again, a little bit of Tombow, stick the calendar on the base, and then another little bit of Tombow to stick the base onto the calendar, onto the base panel. Stick the calendar onto there, like so. There we go. So that's the calendar bit. Now the decoration, I'm using a scalloped circle from the Layering Circle set and a stitched circle from the Stitched Shapes set. And I have a scalloped circle which measures 2 inches and the circle which measures 1 7/8, and they just layer on there and go up here. So I'll layer my circle on first. Get that around the edges, and then this goes on there. Like so. And then I'm going to come in with my lovely butterfly duet punch. It's got 2 butterflies on it, a big one and a small one. Absolutely lovely. It's going to be one of my favourite things from the catalogue. And I'm going to come in with a sheet of paper. If I could find my paper. The sheet of paper that I'm using is all black and white butterflies, so you can colour them whichever colour you like. You could colour the whole sheet and use that, but you can cut them out separately as well. So I'm going to take a butterfly, I've cut it out of the paper. You want to leave a little bit to hold it. If you don't have a piece to hold it, you can always use a post-it note. I might show you in a minute how to do that. You can stick a post-it note on it just to give you a little bit of something to hold on to. Use it upside down and you can just position it so that it cuts exactly with exactly the same border all the way around. It's just going to cut off his antenna. We've got no choice but to do that, I'm afraid. There we go. And that's our butterfly. Now I don't want it black and white, I want it coloured, so I'm going to come in with a little piece of, I'm going to put a little bit of card on here so that it doesn't bleed through into my work surface. I'm going to be using blends and they can bleed through quite a lot. So I am going to colour, I'm going to take the light daffodil yellow Stampin' Blend. What am I going to do? I'll do this middle bit and do this section here, and then I'm going to do the edges here, pick up those little white spots, and I might actually do right round the edges there so that you don't have that white edge, so that we've filled in. You do get a little bit of a border here, there we go, and on this side. And then I'm going to cut, well, I might do a bit down the bottom here as well, fill in that bit. There we go. And then I'm going to come in with the light Highland Heather. That's why I've used daffodil yellow and Highland Heather cardstock and paper here, because I knew I was going to use these blends. And then just fill in the rest of the butterfly. Of course, you can do a lot more extravagant blending if you want to. There we go. And around here you can do a bit of shading if you want to. The blends come in light and dark, so you could do a bit of dark daffodil yellow and a bit of dark Highland Heather as well if you wanted to. Don't know that I want to. I might do a little bit of dark Highland Heather. I've got it here. I might just go around the edges here and just do a little bit. And then what I'll do is come in again with my light blend. So I'm just going around the edges there. Just gives it, oh, I like that. Yeah, it gives it a bit more definition. I'm just going to come in with my light pen again and blend that a bit so the colours blend together a bit more. If you haven't used our blends before, honestly, you'll be in for such a treat. They're lovely. There we go. And then he or she just goes on there, and the colours coordinate with the card and the DSP I've used. So just bend a little bit because you want the wings protruding. A little bit of Tombow. And put that on there. And then if you wanted to, you could come in with a stamping marker, black stamping marker. Let's see if I've got one handy. Here we go. And just do those antennae again, just draw them in so that your butterfly has antennae. And that's the calendar made. And I just wanted to show you, I've made the calendar for another one, and I just wanted to show you some of the paper is already coloured with butterflies. I've got one cut out there. Let me see if I can find a sheet of paper. Here's the sheet of paper with all the butterflies, and these cut out with the punch exactly as well. So I've used the colours of the butterfly here. I've used Lemon Lime Twist and Highland Heather. This is one where I will need to use a post-it because I haven't got anything to hold on to there while I punch. So I'm just going to put it on a post-it note. It gives me a bit of leverage to hold it in the punch. I might have to cut that other butterfly off there. Oh no, actually I just need to cut off this bit. There we go, and it will fit in my punch. Okay, there we go. That's, I'm going to have to put it, need to position it so that you can use it. That's better. There we go. So I've got a little bit of a handle on there, so I'm going to cut that out again. So this one is ready coloured, don't need to use any blends with this. All the same pack of paper though, and that will coordinate with the colours I've used here. So you can see these are very simple little treats to make, lovely little presents. I just like to surprise my friends with odd little things every now and then. So there he is. So you can either colour with blend or you can use the ready coloured ones. The problem with the ready coloured ones is of course you're tied to the colours that are on there. If you wanted to do your own combinations you'd need to colour with the blends. There we are. So there's my two calendars. Absolutely beautiful, love them both. I'm going to give those away to friends, and here's the one I made earlier. Yeah, so I hope you liked that project today. I'll be back with more with the butterflies. Got lots of projects going on with those at the moment. One of my favourite products in the new catalogue. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.